Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third annual Women in Pensions Awards and our very first virtual ceremony. I'm Hope Williams-Smith, the news editor of Professional Pensions, and I'm delighted to be your host for this evening. When PP launched these awards in 2018, our mission was to celebrate the most outstanding contributions to our industry made by women in the preceding 12 months. Alongside that, we wanted to recognise the organisations and the mentors, both female and male, that support them. Tonight, we are gathering together in this unusual, albeit now normal way, and celebrating your achievements after what has been a very trying year for us all. The sheer number of high-quality entries in these awards this year paints a wonderfully promising picture for the future of women working in pensions. Every judge I spoke with noted how difficult it was to pick winners and standouts from the submissions received. I was personally blown away by the glowing words of referees for each submission, also by the number of stories of people going above and beyond to enrich not just the outcomes and lives of their staff and clients, but the industry as a whole. Congratulations are in order for every single nominee this year. Since we last gathered for these awards, it's been truly fantastic to see more women stepping into some of the industry's most senior roles. With more women at the helm, a greater proportion will likely be encouraged to join the industry at the grassroots level and bring even more expert perspective to the challenges which lie ahead. Bringing women into this industry remains a work in progress, one that, encouragingly, continues to attract an abundance of support from across the industry. Tonight is a celebration of this and of the hard work each and every one of you has put in over the last year to build a stronger, better industry. And now, let me fill you in a little on the process for this year's awards. It started early this year when individuals and organisations nominated themselves or were nominated by others. Each nominee was then invited to complete an entry form, which was used by the judges to draw up shortlists and decide the winners. Our judging panel was comprised of senior pension scheme managers, trustees and trade association leaders. I would like to take this chance to offer my sincerest thanks to our judges for all their work, most especially their continued enthusiasm and effort, as it became ever more apparent this year's process would be drastically different from any other. I would also like to thank all the individuals and firms that have made tonight possible. Many thanks to the trade bodies and groups which have supported these awards, and of course to our generous sponsors and this year's headline sponsor, Smart Pension. Before we get started, we are supporting a very worthy cause this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear about our chosen charity, Women's Aid, and some of the wonderful work they are doing providing life-saving services for women experiencing domestic violence.
An estimated 1.6 million women experienced domestic abuse in the UK last year. 3 women are killed every fortnight by their male partner or former partner. The past 6 months have had a huge impact on all of our lives. Being in lockdown meant being confined to our homes with those in our household for almost 24 hours a day. Women's Aid knows that home is not a safe place for many women and children experiencing abuse, and when the government announced the lockdown, we knew this would have a significant negative impact. COVID-19 does not cause domestic abuse, only abusers are responsible for their actions. However, the pandemic has escalated abuse and made it harder for women to leave. It has shone a spotlight on an already existing crisis, and it can no longer be ignored. 2/3 of survivors reported their abuses using lockdown and the virus itself as a means of abuse, and over 3/4 of survivors living with their abuser reported the pandemic made it harder to leave. At Women's Aid, we have seen a huge impact on all of our work. As the national charity working to end domestic abuse against women and children, our combination of training, campaigning and research makes real change in the response to domestic abuse, and our support services, such as our live chat helpline and Survivors Forum, help thousands of women every year. Thanks to your support, Women's Aid is able to keep working towards a society where domestic abuse is no longer tolerated. We really appreciate any support you can give. Together, we can end domestic abuse. Thank you.
Thanks so much to Women's Aid for that video and all the amazing work they're doing. I'm sure we will all want to support this charity as much as possible this evening. While we don't have any snazzy charity auctions taking place tonight and no envelopes to put on your chairs for cash donations, we do have clickable links to the Women's Aid Just Giving page on the screen around me, and I do encourage you to please give as generously as you are able. This year we are presenting a total of 17 awards. We are also running 2 competitions, Best Dressed and, for those of you watching together on video calls, Best Team Photo. Just because we're celebrating virtually this year doesn't mean you can't get dressed up and crack open those bubbles. For the Best Team Photo award, we'll be looking for the most creative team shots posted during the live show. Tweet in your photos for both the Best Dressed and Best Team Photo competition to the PP Twitter feed @ProfPensions using the event hashtag #WomenInPensions so we can see you. The winners of both these awards will be announced in our post-event email tomorrow. You can also keep an eye on the Twitter wall below me throughout the event to see your industry peers dressed to impress. And now, without further ado, let's move on to the awards.
The challenges that women have faced entering the pension industry are the same in every single industry. You need to love what you do, believe in what you do, and join a company who will support you in all that you do in that company.
Now, without further ado, let's move on to the awards. First up, we have the Pensions Manager of the Year.
Please take a moment to consider the shortlist on the screen. The winner was commended for leading her scheme through a period of significant change and praised for her tenacity and perseverance during what was a challenging period for her fund. Judges said she had made a significant contribution to the industry and is a standout winner with very impressive achievements. Congratulations go to Kate Yates of Plumbing Pensions UK.
Thank you very much.
Lawyer of the Year.
Our talented shortlisters are on the screen next to me. This category had such a vast number of impressive nominees that our judges have decided on joint winners for 2020, praising them for their achievements, including acting as role models within their businesses and their work leading on major buy-in deals. Please join me in congratulating Tamara Calvert from DLA Piper and Jennifer Murphy from Co-op.
Saleswoman Marketer of the Year.
Please take a look at the very strong shortlist on your screen. Again, in this category, our judges have decided to award joint winners, citing their work substantially growing revenues at their respective businesses. Both winners were also commended on their broader work, helping others and leading company initiatives. The 2020 Sales Women of the Year are Jill Henderson from Scottish Widows and Cleo Taylor from Rothstay Life.
Good afternoon everybody, I'm so delighted to have been successful in this category, thank you so much. Congratulations to all the nominees, have a wonderful afternoon and cheers!
Rising Star of the Year.
The shortlisted individuals can be seen on the screen next to me. Once again, this category proved to be incredibly difficult to judge, and we have another set of joint winners. Both these women were praised for their dedication to their roles and for the multitude of ways in which they have gone above and beyond throughout the year. Please join me in congratulating our rising stars for 2020, Ashley Harwood from Mercer and Holly Nardi from Reddington.
It's time now to hand out this year's accolade for Administrator of the Year.
Another strong shortlist can be found on the screen beside me. The winner was praised for the way in which she leads by example and for her work in helping to launch her firm's Vulnerable Members Initiative, as well as her role as a PMI mentor. A huge congratulations goes to Michelle Slazik from Lane Clark and Peacock.
Thank you for choosing me as your Administrator of the Year. I'm absolutely delighted. It's been a massive team effort this year, and this award is really for everyone on our pensions admin teams. Well done.
Our next award tonight is the Advisor of the Year.
As usual, the shortlist can be viewed on the screen next to me. Before I announce the winner, please join me in congratulating our judge's highly commended entry, Dwanisha Kalichern from EY. Our winner, who is the youngest partner in her firm in Europe, was praised by judges for her role in winning new clients for her business and her work in advising on the first fiduciary management client to transact CPI swaps. Judges said she was full of drive and clearly a notable talent within the industry. Ladies and gentlemen, our Advisor of the Year is Helen Hope from Mercer.
Wow, this is amazing. Thanks everybody for the support, it's very much appreciated. Thanks again.
Our next hotly contested category is Investment Manager of the Year.
Please take a look at our 5 outstanding shortlisters. After much deliberation, judges have decided to award the Investment Manager of the Year title to 2 women this year. Both these winners have taken on a raft of new challenges over the last 12 months, managing new projects and establishing new offerings with a strong focus on responsible investment and ESG integration. Please join me in congratulating Frances Deacon from Local Pensions Partnership and Catherine Kosh from Goldman Sachs.
We're moving on now to the Role Model of the Year.
Our shortlist is once again on the screen next to me. Our winner this year has spent the last 12 months on developing the next generation at her firm and has been noted for her impressive contribution to external communications and engagement with the industry and with regulators. I'm pleased to announce that this year the Role Model of the Year award goes to Rona Train from Hymans Robertson.
Thank you so much, Professional Pensions. Delighted to win this award, and good luck to all the other lovely ladies that are out there tonight.
Let's now have a look at the nominees for Most Inspiring Returner.
Before I announce the winner, please have a quick look at our shortlist. Please join me in congratulating our judge's highly commended nominee, Eleanor Levy of Now Pensions. Our winner this year took a promotion during maternity leave in her stride and is noted for her additional non-executive commitments. She was also commended for her role in preparing her team for the leveraged buyout of their firm. Our winner for Most Inspiring Returner of the Year is Julie Gray from Isio.
The next award is new for 2020 and it is Innovator of the Year.
We have 10 fantastic nominees which you can see on the screen beside me. Judges commended this woman on the breadth of her work in the last year. She was described as full of innovation, drive, passion, ambition and dedication. The first ever Professional Pensions Innovator of the Year is Georgia Stewart from Temello.
Moving on now to the Mentor of the Year.
I'm very pleased to announce a highly commended nominee in this category, Sarah Keeley from XPS Pensions Group. This year's winner has done it all, from setting up a successful mentoring scheme to leading her firm's women's networks across 2 offices and taking the helm organising events for International Women's Day. Our Mentor of the Year for 2020 is Claire Bell from DLA Piper.
It's an honour and a privilege to be able to help women within our industry to develop their careers.
Next up tonight is Team Leader of the Year.
13 talented nominees are listed on this year's shortlist. Judges commended the winner on her excellence, calling her a candidate with a crystal clear vision. A big congratulations goes to Jane Bland from Santander UK.
Now it's time for the next award, Trustee of the Year.
Please take a moment to consider the shortlist. Judges particularly noted what a good role model this year's winner is, describing her as a clear figure in the community and a true hard worker. The Trustee of the Year award for 2020 goes to Jo Meyerson of Ross Trustees.
Cheers! Thank you very much.
And now, let's move on to Change Excellence of the Year.
On the screen next to me are the talented women who make up the shortlist. Please join me in congratulating a highly commended nominee in this category, Charlotte Griffiths from Nest. Moving on now to our winner, who has spearheaded a range of initiatives over the last year and can be commended on the success of her strategic projects and commitment to customer service. A forward thinker and a real industry visionary. Congratulations goes to Lucy Ogan from the Pension Protection Fund.
Just 3 more awards left. The next award is another that's new for 2020, and it is the Organisational Award for Supporting Diversity.
Please take a moment to consider the 11 firms on our shortlist this year. I'd like to now hand over to PwC Director in Employer Covenant Practice and leader of the Reading and South team, Minesh Rana, to announce the winner.
Hello everybody, we at PwC are delighted to sponsor the award for supporting diversity. A highly commended has been awarded in this category. This goes to Leonardo MW's Pensions Governance team. A huge well done to the team for their outstanding work over the last 12 months. And now moving on to our winner. The firm was praised for the way in which diversity is clearly embedded and supported proactively by senior management, and how it has increased ethnic diversity at leadership level and exceeded its stated leadership diversity goals. It was also cited for its global Women in Sales program to support female representation in its sales workforce. This has helped to attract and retain more women within the organisation. As a result of these initiatives, 87% of the associates at the firm believe the winner fosters an environment that is inclusive of all differences. I'm pleased to announce the winner of the award for supporting diversity is T. Rowe Price.
Hello, my name is Nicola Fox and I'm delighted to accept this award for supporting diversity on behalf of T. Rowe Price today. We are committed to improving diversity and inclusion both within our firm and the industry as a whole, so we are truly honoured to have won this award. Thank you so much to everyone. Cheers, and I hope to see you all again soon.
Thank you very much, Minesh, and congratulations to the team at T. Rowe Price. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting down to the pointy end of things now, and I'd like to introduce Smart Pension Director of Delivery, Kate Ross, to tell us about the next category.
Thank you very much. I am here to present the Pension Woman of the Year Award. Before we reveal the winner, let's take a look at the shortlist on the screen. The judges commended this year's winner for the way in which she has led on issues of importance to the world of pensions and taken a leadership position bridging the gap between the financial services industry and society more broadly. She was particularly praised for her work over the last 18 months, leading the Purpose of Finance project about the future direction of financial services and the societal benefits of a purposeful financial services industry. She was also cited for helping drive the first cross-company mentoring scheme for female actuaries, AMP, run with the Institute and Faculty of Actuaries. I am extremely pleased to announce that this year's Pensions Woman of the Year is Tracy Blackwell of Pension Insurance Corporation. Well done, Tracy.
Congratulations, Tracy, and thanks very much, Kate.
Now, it's on to our final award of the evening, Lifetime Achievement of the Year.
This category recognises the individual who has risen to the top of the UK pensions career ladder and is an inspiration to future female leaders. The winner has worked in pensions for nearly 30 years and is currently Chief Actuarial Officer at Mercer and one of a small group of women partners at the firm. In 2018, she became Chair of the Association of Consulting Actuaries, the first female chair in its 70-year history, and was the face of UK pension consulting actuaries, representing its 1,800 members in the UK and overseas, working with regulators, policymakers, and with other professional bodies. In this role, she quickly earned respect as a trusted pair of hands and as someone who had both the knowledge and experience to lead an industry-wide body, particularly women who are grappling with being seen and heard in their own businesses and at meetings. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses and join me in congratulating the 2020 recipient of the Lifetime Achievement of the Year Award, Jenny Condren.
I'm really stunned to win this. The last couple of years as the first female chair of the ACA in its near 75-year history, and as Mercer's Chief Actuarial Officer, have been more fun and interesting than I ever imagined. Thank you to everyone, family, colleagues and friends who've coached and supported and encouraged me throughout my career to help me achieve these roles. The learning I'd share with those early in their careers is just to say yes when opportunities present themselves, providing you trust and respect the individual doing the asking. No matter how daunting it feels, you will learn a lot, make new friends, and it may be a stepping stone to other new challenges. Thank you so much.
Well, that marks the end of this year's Women in Pensions Awards. A huge congratulations to all our individual winners and firms, and also to those who received highly commended accolades. If you were shortlisted but did not win, well done to all of you too. Every individual and firm who made our shortlists tonight should feel truly proud for their incredible contribution to the industry over the last year. Finally, if you want to watch this presentation again or send it on to anyone who may have missed it, a recording will be available on the Women in Pensions website for on-demand viewing. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it, and fingers crossed we'll be able to hold this event in person next year. Thank you and good evening.